Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tillman, and I've had a lot of people send me some video inquiries about the situation that happened in Tacoma, Washington, where officers showed up to an illegal street race and is surrounded by people, and he essentially runs over people trying to get away. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a new series called What We Know Now. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I want to be able to address videos with limited information that I have. You know, sometimes I see some of these videos and we don't get a lot of information that we need in order to make a justified decision in our belief. And so I still want to be able to address that video. Therefore, I will make a video, but I'm only going to go based off of the facts that we know now. So in regards to this video that we saw at Tacoma, Washington, what we do know now is that the officers responded to an illegal street race that was occurring in the street. When the officers got there, he is immediately surrounded by the crowd. And when the crowd surrounds him, they start to bang on the window, they start pushing the car back and forth, and he makes multiple announcements over his PA system for them to move out of the way. At one point during the situation, he actually tries to reverse to get away from all the people. However, there's people that are around his vehicle no longer allowing him to reverse. And so that officer is faced with the decision of what he's going to do in order to remove himself from that environment that he's in. Now, we have to ask ourselves first the question of, is this a dangerous situation for the officer? It's absolutely a dangerous situation for the officer because he's surrounded by a whole bunch of people that are not moving like he's directing them to do so. And so as they start to pound on his window, they essentially, or that officer essentially has to make a quick decision on how he's going to get out of it, because people could easily brandish weapons, firearms, knives, whatever, not even knowing who's in that audience or who's in that crowd or what they want to do to him. But as I've recently shown you in some of the past videos that I've done, I've shown you that when the law enforcement officers utilize vehicles to use force against somebody, it can be construed as deadly force. As a matter of fact, that's kind of how it's evaluated during the use of force review. And so when this officer speeds off during the speed race and actually runs over some people, that's going to be construed as deadly force. So during the investigation, what they're ultimately going to have to determine whether or not this officer's actions were justifiable given the set of circumstances. And so how are they going to figure that out? They're going to have to figure out, did that officer have any other options at that time? Him being inside of that car, him giving use of force warnings, him using other alternatives to get out of that situation. They're going to have to decide whether or not all of that stuff was justifiable. The other thing that they're going to have to determine was whether or not this officer placed himself in that situation. Did he create the exigent circumstance that caused him to run over those people? So those are also going to be things that are going to be taken into consideration during the investigation. So given the facts of what we know now, it's going to be interesting how this all plays out. I do know that they also, have placed him on temporary leave, and that's pending the investigation simply because it was a deadly use of force that was used in this circumstance. So either way, we'll find out the facts as more and more information comes to light. And when that does happen, then I'll be sure to give you guys a Tillman take on whether or not it was justified or unjustified. So in the comment section below, make sure you guys leave your comment and tell me what you guys think should happen, or what you guys think occurred if you do know any other information. Thanks again, and God bless.
Hit those people.
Oh my God. Oh shit.